This is High Priestess Jamila, and I'm here to do you guys' past life oracle reading. So welcome. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. And if you guys want a personal private reading, the link to my website is below in the video description box. Okay. So some of you guys have past lives that are affecting you in certain ways. In a lot of the cases, Taurus, just acknowledging and remembering your past life can help. Sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult, though, depending on what you're dealing with, how you're dealing with it. Your past life affects you, whether or not you want it to or not. So many people realize this, and it has been acknowledged in the field of psychology that past lives definitely affect people. Okay, whether or not they say that it's real or not, I personally feel that it is very, very real. And so I'm going to do a combination of, well, depending, I may use the tarot cards. We're going to be using this past life oracle deck, and I'm just going to get started. Okay. Spirit guides for the Tauruses. What messages do you have for the Taurus about how their past life might be affecting their current lifetime? Okay. What messages do you have for Taurus right now or possibly in the future, but mainly centered around the time of November the 26th, 2022? Okay. So you guys got the health card. You got the vows card, and I don't know how this card came up in the deck inverted. And then you got the orphan card, okay? So a lot of you Tauruses are dealing with health issues. Your spirit guides are saying that the reason why these health issues are coming up is because of your past life. I actually familiarized myself with this particular card. Your relationship to health and healing is influenced by other lifetimes. You may be suffering from a physical problem that was inflicted upon you during your last life. Perhaps you reincarnated so quickly that you didn't have time to deal with the underlying issues. Your physical health has caused you hardship, yet it has also taught you a deeper level of compassion than you could have learned in a healthy body. You've also developed healing skills that can benefit others. In fact, you may already know that you're a healer. Okay. This knowledge was acquired in previous lifetimes when you perform healings for others. Back then, your earthly needs were likely taken care of by the community. So you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing work in this life. It's helpful to know that in this current Western society, everyone must charge for their work. Hallelujah. Including those who provide spiritually based services. Thank you. I like the writer of this book already. Yeah. So you need to look into that, Taurus, as far as your past life, and work on either getting some healing advice or either working with a healer to the way that I do my past life spiritual therapy is to literally look at it as if it's in the past. It doesn't exist. And some of you guys may have been diagnosed with something actually at the doctor. We're going to throw some clarifying cards for the Taurus on this health card. Okay. 5 of Swords inverted, the Death card upright, and the Magician inverted. So some of you Tauruses may have been dealing with cancer. Possible cancer. 5 of Swords in the inverted position. Yeah, headaches, dizziness, confusion. That's coming in from the past life. The 5 of Swords tells me that a lot of you guys are getting astral attacks, feeling psychically attacked all the time, feeling attacked, okay? Having a lot of near-death experiences, experiencing a lot of deja vu, especially around this time. This has a lot to do with your past life, Taurus. Sorry, give me a second. This has everything to do with your past life, and that is going to be the key in resolving these issues. Sorry, guys, I wanted to wipe out. There we go. That's better. That looks better to me. That's going to be key, especially when you get headaches. This has something to do with energy from your past life. And then the Magician card in the inverted position is telling me that you have the power to change a lot of these things, to heal yourself, but you're not actually using those innate abilities to heal yourself. Okay. In fact, you may have some issues with as far as your spirituality, as far as who you are, Taurus, you know. Or you may be suffering from some kind of negative karma out of your spiritual beliefs. Okay. And again, that's connected to your past life. And the best way to do it is to clear it. That's the best way to do it, to clear yourself of that negative karma. Now, the vows card, which somehow came up inverted, there's a past life marriage that you're struggling with, someone that you're holding on to that you need to let go of because you are a different person in this life. So this card comes up because the vows you took in prior lifetimes are blocking you in this one. Most likely you were a monk or nun when you made these vows, which still continue to haunt you. Okay, so it could be that. Common examples may include a vow of poverty or self-denial, which could block your flow of abundance, a vow of chastity, which can inhibit your romantic or sexual life in the present, or a vow of self-punishment, which can lead to you sabotaging or hurting yourself. So this is not just love vows. This is some kind of oath or contractual agreement from a past life. Interesting. Unless vows are severed, they can affect you across time. Fortunately, vows are very easy to undo. It's simply a matter of firmly stating, I am willing to sever all vows that are blocking me in this lifetime. I ask that all aspects of painful vows be now and forever undone in all directions of time for everyone concerned. By saying this aloud or silently, you can help heal the bondage of the past and open yourself up to present day joy and abundance in all forms. Now that's nice. That sounds hoity-toity, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. As somebody that has personally dealt with previous lives, it ain't always that simple. Okay, it's not. Okay, so a lot of you guys may need some extra help on that. Okay. Yeah, and so it's not always that simple. Definitely can sense a relationship though that you seem to be holding on to, Taurus. Give me some tarot cards to clarify this for the Tauruses today. Yeah. And this could possibly have definitely having something to do with family. Again, nobody can make you happy. Nobody is meant to make you happy. Okay. But it seemed like it's a relationship in the past that you're having obstacles moving on from, and this is connected to your past life. Again, this may have been a person, what I can sense directly, strongly, is a person whether or not they're male or female, possibly was either your husband or wife in a previous life, and the relationship may have brought you a lot of happiness, but it's not meant for it to be in this life. Okay, it's not meant for that. So if that means anything to y'all, because it, and it seems like it's causing a lot of negative karma in your life. And the Sun card comes up because this may be somebody that you have a child with as well, somebody that you have went through a lot of problems and issues with. And I can even see spiritual energy, spirits that may be coming from that past life that may have caused obstacles or suffering. Again, I don't feel that it's meant for some of you guys in this lifetime. Okay. Now the orphan card comes up. And so these two are directly related to each other. Abandonment issues. Okay. A lot of you guys may have been abandoned by a parent. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what that's about. Your parent that you currently have in this lifetime, Taurus, was an enemy in your previous life. Okay. They were an enemy. They were somebody that did not like you. They were somebody that you had issues with. And so a lot of you guys are really, really dealing with a past life history with this parent. Okay. Now, some of you guys may have good parents that did the best that they could. They love you. But Taurus, you are experiencing these feelings of abandonment, even if the parent is trying their best. Now, I will say in all fairness, okay, you may be a little confused. Past life regressions can cause this confusion. Absolutely. Okay. And I think it's important, in particular, spiritual healers like myself, is very important it's very important for us to call it out when we see it. Okay. I do it all the time. Even though someone may be getting a reading and they may be asking about something else, I tell them, hey, schedule a past life reading eventually, because I can see it clearly in the cards, and it's very overwhelming. Okay. The energy that can come in because it's the unknown. Okay. Give me some clarity on this orphan card for the Tauruses. Yeah. Problems with your mom in this life. And then, like I was saying, that sort of like, it's not paranoia, but it's those feelings that come from a place where you don't know where this is coming from. And so it looks like paranoia. Sorry if my camera is shaking. Yeah, it's caused definitely some nervous breakdown, some struggle in your life, family problems, and spirits is saying that definitely exploring your past life, really, really, really dealing with the therapy. A lot of the times it can take a year, it can take 2 years, but once you start working on that, then you'll end up the World card. The World card is an amazing place to be at, because it's when everything is balanced. It's when you're balanced. It's, you're looking at the world differently now, because now you're understanding what's happening. Your subconscious affects you a lot in connection with your past life, Taurus. Okay, it does. It affects you. And so it leads you to sort of having these thoughts and these feelings that are typically beyond your control. And now I can tell you that there is some dysfunction to where, for some of you guys, it's not exactly being dealt with the way it's not being dealt with properly. Okay, keep in mind that these cards are in the upright position for this reading, and then this card is in the inverted position. Okay. So, and this one was the first one that laid out. So it kind of makes these, a lot of you Tauruses are dealing with things that seem very real, but they're not. These are past life experiences that you are experiencing in real time. The interesting part about it is that when you're able to have foresight and when you're able to look behind you, you realize this is exactly what's happening. Because even though it happened in the past, it's still happening, only in the past. Keep that in mind. And so this is how this negativity can kind of take over you. Okay. You would have much better relationships, friendships, if you would do some past life work with people, because right now I feel like what I can sense a lot of people saying to you, Taurus, is um, that ain't it. That okay, that's really the only thing I can say is that ain't it. That ain't it. You know, you're surrounded by people that love and care about you. They may not know how to show it, but they do love and care about you. And it makes it difficult because some of that stuff you are catching from a past life. So it's real back then. So, Taurus, I feel like for you, when it comes to, like I said, a lot of you with your family or with your friends, a lot of you guys are experiencing being surrounded by people that do love and care about you, but being very paranoid about it. And people saying, what are you talking about? I didn't. Yeah. And some of you guys, it's a very real thing. Some of you guys are experiencing betrayal, judgment, somebody attacking you. You know what I'm saying? You may be experiencing that, but I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are loved. You may have even been adopted in this life, possibly. And, you know, a lot of you guys are, you know, your birth parents could have represented bad parents in a previous life. It just really depends. This is not a personal reading. Okay. The good part about it is that I feel like a lot of you Tauruses are at the end of a negative phase with this, with all these tens here. But that those thought processes that kick in, those negative thoughts and pessimism, is one of the things that you need to work on. And this is gonna, you know, feel like there's definitely, or it could have been an energy shift, especially in October, the number 10. But, you know, at any time within the next possibly year, because the world can represent in timing, if you get the world card, that represents 1 year. Okay. So a lot of you guys are dealing with that coming to the end of a phase. But what your spirit guides want you to know, this is very important. For you to get all these tens, a lot of you Tauruses done been here a lot of times. Y'all done been here a lot. Past life things can pop up at any time, especially if it's just weird, strange things. It's like, now what's happening here? What is going on here? Can pop up at any time. So you could be ending this phase and coming into another one. Now you know how to deal with it, but you really got to watch your subconscious. Hello, Ziana. Hello, how are you? Happy Friday. Just know that past life stuff can pop off, and you want clarity with that. You don't want to be confused. And there are signs that your past life is coming into play. Things like, as simple as a headache sometimes. Headaches, anxiety, anger out of nowhere, confusion. Where am I? What is this? You know, you feel out of place. This is your soul traveling. Okay? So learning about that spiritually is very important. But a lot of you guys, just based upon the cards that I'm getting, you're kind of resistant to that. You're very resistant. The moment you start to explore that and have a better understanding, that is the moment that your life is going to get better. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Ziana. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you guys need my help, the link to my website is below. And I hope you guys had a happy holiday, and I will catch y'all later. Okay. Blessings.